What's up, guys? Welcome back. Maverick here with another episode of Yuukoku no Moriarty. So, as we continue on with the grand plan of the Moriartys, who apparently have accounted for every single situation and, all under control, right? And I've been saying this throughout the last few episodes, but I do really hope that they get tested soon, not due to, like, some kind of error, some unforced error, or some really stupid stuff happening from the Moriarty side, but just that, they're enemies, or I guess not even enemies, because, like, Sherlock can be considered like a rival to Moriarty, right? But, the other guys, they need to step up a little bit and challenge Moriarty, right? Still want him to win at the very end, of course, but I want to see him rattled a little bit. I want to see their side rattled a little bit, and that will allow us to see how he can really react under pressure. And I think that's going to result in more enjoyable series overall. But hey, let's see how exactly the story goes right in this episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I mean, at the very least, we're back to the modern day, right? Oh. Narraton? Who is that? I mean, I guess we'll see in a bit. I mean, I think it's safe to say that all the good guys in this series will probably end up on Moriarty's side. Right? Like, we already have Mycroft and whatnot. I think we need more allies for Sherlock's side, right? Those that are still on the side of good, but also on the side of the law and whatnot. You gotta have, like, this sort of triangle balance there. Those that are the real corrupted people, the criminals and whatnot. The Moriarty side, who are, I guess, more of a grayish faction more than anything. And then, of course, the so-called, like, lawful side, right? The White Knight of London, eh? Whiteley. White Knight, eh? I'm actually thinking, though, is this going to be... Hold on a second. Right. Ta-dum. Can you be even more obvious? Really? Okay. I mean, sure. Whatever you say, dude. This would be a pretty good sort of PR stunt and whatnot. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if that's like the canon ending to this, right? Because obviously we do know that Great Britain eventually went on to. Hmm. 、Oh, not even doing it as a suicide. Okay. No logical conclusion. Hmm. Sherlock. Ah, this is the guy Milverton, right? Who owns all the media, right? Again, they're obviously making this guy out to be some sort of Rupert Murdoch character, right? Just like that. Okay. Using the power of the media. Okay. I think this is definitely something that is not within Moriarty's planning, right? So it's situations like these, which is more ad hoc more than anything, that really interests me. It's not a matter of whether you're bothered or whatnot, it's whether or not the general public can understand your position, right? What's that other? There's another empty seat there. Oh, there we go. Huh. So sort of like the Moriartys. Also a family of brothers. Yeah, but a key difference between this guy and the Moriartys, beyond the obvious, of course, working from the background and trying to work in the public, is that this Whiteley dude is just but one guy, right? I feel like he doesn't really have any allies to rely on. You can't do something this big by yourself. You need allies. Which is, I guess, well, I don't want to say anything yet. I was going to say that perhaps that's why he's going to be integrated into the Moriartys and whatnot, but I actually feel like he would not want to work with them, right? So if there is any kind of support, I get the feeling that the Moriartys are probably going to have to help him from within the shadows, right? Without him, sort of like Sherlock situation. Sensei. Teacher, eh?
決壊させたのですから。ホワイトリー議員が本当なのか。その上で彼はご自身が設計された新しい図面を強引に。
Alright, so let's see. Is this going to be like a test of his public speaking abilities and whatnot?
一時は公園の建設計画自体が頓挫しかねない状況に陥りました。そのような妨害にもめげず、我々は粘り強く計画を推進しました。なぜならここを美しい公園にしたかったからです。この公園設立の最大の立役者はホワイトリー議員ではなく、本日ここにいらっしゃいますこちらの議員様方に他なりません。では代表してスペンサー議員にご挨拶いただきましょう。市民の皆さん、この喜ばしい日にこのような話をするのは心苦しいのですが、この場を借りて一言申し上げたい。この一件と同様、改正選挙法案。
I mean, just the fact that you're speaking about this on a day like this is quite obvious of everything. ホワイトリー議員の暴走によって頓挫してしまったのです。つまり改正を妨げているのは他ならぬホワイトリー議員自身なのです。先生が妨害してるだって。ふざけるな。地道に貴族院と交渉なんてしていたら改正に30年はかかってしまう。Calm yourself, dude. Don't do anything rash. 本当に市民のためを思って動いているのは誰なのかをどうかよく見定めてください。ご清聴どうもありがとう。スペンサー議員ありがとうございました。今の話本当か。さあ、ホワイトリー議員の話も聞いてみよう。では次にホワイトリー。Oh, that was fast. I thought like all the other MPs would have needed to go up one by one. Is he just gonna be like, yeah, I did delay this. It's true. Let's see how. Huh. I wonder. I mean, sure, that's not. I guess. Eh. 私のゲストたちが到着したようだぞ。すっげー。この公園本当に段差が全然ないぜ。ここなら安全だね。なあ、あそこの木まで競争しようぜ。ほらほら、無茶しちゃダメよ。これが見たかったんだ。あの子供たちの笑顔。I mean, yeah, it's a good thing, but still, you need to. You need to lay out your intentions and also allow others to. Man, no, politics just don't work that way. I'm sorry. But, at the very least, we can understand that this guy is, a true G, right? Oh. And in return, what does he want? Yeah, this is what I'm saying, right? I feel like in the end, it's going to be the Moriartys doing some grave things in the background by themselves without Whiteley really knowing about this. Because I feel like Whiteley is definitely one of those who will not tolerate lawless behaviors to achieve his goals. Kill all the loose ends, eh? Okay, I think that's it. Definitely an interesting situation that's come up, but I will see you guys after this. Alright, I feel like this is definitely an interesting situation that we've got ourselves in, right? Especially for the Moriartys and whatnot. I said before that I want to have some sort of, some sort of surprise situation being brought up to test them and whatnot. And indeed, I think this one does, kind of sort of alter their plans a lot. I mean, it'll still depend on what happens to the end of all this, but at the very least, it seems that there is someone carrying the torch of equality and reform and is trying to do things that basically the Moriartys themselves are trying to push for, right? Now, I can't really make that conclusion yet, right? Like, certainly at the end of this first episode, it's pretty much going as I expected, right? Because Whiteley certainly does seem to be more of those, very morally clean guys. I think he definitely would not accept any kind of shady help from the Moriartys and whatnot. So the only assistance that they can give has to be in the background, has to be from the shadows, right? And as of the end of this episode, it seems that the Moriartys are also willing to accept that role, of their own coalition, right? Of course, they're not going to tell Whiteley about anything, but they're going to help push him towards that role. And indeed, what William said at the very end there is very true. I feel like Whiteley, God bless him, he's trying to do the right thing, he's trying to serve the interests of the people and all that, but that's not really how you do things in politics, right? Politics is always a situation of give and take, and even more so, like, even if you wanted to do something as thoughtful as, creating a park for the handicapped and whatnot, sure, that's a very honorable goal, right? But you can't just go around and try to say, everybody listen to me, this is how we're gonna do it, without giving an explanation, without convincing people one by one. That's just not how the way politics works, okay? So, because, whether for good or bad, you still fall into the situation of a benevolent dictator. And sure, you could argue that might be a better system of government and whatnot, but that is not the system of government that the people have chosen, right? So that's the situation here that we have. And I make no mistake, like, the way that Whiteley is going about doing things and whatnot, he would definitely be offed if the Moriartys don't help him, right? I have no doubt about that, even without the entire Milverton situation and so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, though, there is still some doubt in the back of my mind in terms of the entire Whiteley situation. The moment I saw his face in the papers and whatnot, he instantly reminded me of someone from another very well-known franchise, from the Batman franchise. Particularly from the what's it called? From the Nolan movies, right? Harvey Dent, right? Now, this might come as a spoiler or whatnot, but so I'm not gonna go too far into that. But he definitely reminds me of Harvey Dent from the Batman movies and whatnot. And because of that, heck, I think he even has the exact same nickname, right? The White Knight, right? And whenever you hear someone being called the White Knight or whatnot, you generally definitely have to feel that this is a character that just might not be entirely, on the side of justice, right? So, and even before we revealed that nickname, I was thinking, no, the way that his face appeared in the newspapers and whatnot, it's just somehow eerily reminded me of Harvey Dent in some way, and the same with how he was trying to bring about justice and reform and all that. Obviously, it's a little bit different from Harvey Dent's situation, but still, I feel like. Well, actually, no, because think about it, right? Now that he does have these papers and so on and so forth, he might go ahead and prosecute all the other lords and whatnot. Huh. I don't know, man. I'm going to, once again, I'm gonna stay fairly reserved for this one. I feel like this is not such a clear-cut case to say that, okay, Whiteley is just going to be the shining knight in armor, the bearer of justice for this series, and the Moriartys are just going to continue supporting him and push his reforms. I don't know, I just feel very suspicious about the entire situation, and even though Whiteley at this point is 100% acting honorably and for the good of the people, for the best, and so on and so forth, there's just some way, the way that he acts and whatnot, I don't know, there's just something uncanny about the entire situation that I'm not entirely comfortable with. That's all I can say for this. So yeah, is this going to be an actual case where he is the bearer of justice and the Moriartys continue to support him, and maybe this arc in its entirety is just how the Moriartys help Whiteley fight off the lords and Milverton and so on and so forth? Or are we gonna get an ending like where the entire situation is reversed and Whiteley does not turn out to be that White Knight that the people have hoped for, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. So that it's definitely going to be interesting going forward how this exactly plays out. And yeah, hope for the sake of the story, actually, I do hope it turns out to be that kind of twist and so on and so forth. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how exactly it goes. I mean, certainly the series is not shy in making modern references, right? Or references to other franchises. We already had the James Bond references and all that. Overton is, like I said, obviously a reference to the media Mongols of the modern age. I'm assuming that there will be other sort of modern references as well. So why can't there be a Batman reference, right? So, in any case, that's it. That's all I have for now. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.